Welcome to episode 1 of the Hot Mom Glow Up series. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rebecca. I'm a registered dietitian, certified personal trainer, stay-at-home mama, and content creator. And this series is all about having my Hot Mom Glow Up, or whatever you want to call it if you're joining along with me, aka Healthy Girl Habits, becoming that it girl. Whatever it means to you, I hope you're joining in. If y'all been following me for a little while, I've been on this postpartum journey for about 10 months now, and I've lost about 10 pounds and I've changed my body and things have happened, but I have been at a standstill for a while if you watched my first video, and I contribute that to a lot of just me not being consistent, kind of making excuses, and really not being focused and dedicated on the goal at hand, right? And you know what? We have to admit when things aren't going right, where we're going wrong, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about my starting point, where I am with my physique. I'm gonna talk about my macros. I'm gonna give y'all some tips on how you could start with tracking your macros and where we're gonna go from here. How I'm tracking my progress is by doing body measurements. I found this free app called Me 360, which basically just does a body scan of your physique, and it will take a photo visual of you and give you an estimation of your body fat percentage and your measurements. I don't know how accurate this app is, but I don't necessarily think the accuracy is what matters. It's more of the consistency. So as long as you stick with the same tracking measurement, you will see changes, okay? So as you can see, it takes a great, beautiful picture of your body. It's not the cutest thing in the world, but it's a good little visual of what your physique looks like, and then it also takes your body measurements. So as you can see, my body fat is 39.5%, which I am not very happy about. To be in a healthy range, you want it to be under 30%. So I can say that I'm in a very overweight body fat percentage. I hate to admit that, but it is the truth. So we need to be getting that down to be in a healthier body composition range. My ultimate goal would be 20 to 25%, but first big goal is gonna be 30%. Then let's take a look at my waist and hips. I'm at 39.9 inch waist. I would love to get that down to 30 is kind of like the overarching goal. And then my hips are 46.9. I'm not really sure where I want to be there yet because I've always been kind of a bigger hipped gal and I had a baby, so things can be different. I just want to see that number go down. So those are the kind of the big measurements that I'm going to take. And then I'm also going to be doing photos and checking my weight daily. That's going to be something I'll do probably every month. You'll see in every other video, just kind of updates there. And then every day I'm going to be taking my weight, and I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't, but the reason why I take daily weights is because your weight can fluctuate so much from week to week, whether you're on your period, maybe you had a lot of sodium one day. There's lots of reasons why your weight can fluctuate. And so I like to look at the bigger picture trend over time. And so when you take your weight day to day, you could see the trend rather than just one data point. Because what happens if you only take your weight on Mondays, but maybe you had higher carb meals on the weekends and your weight jumps up 5 pounds and you think, oh my God, I'm screwed, I'm ruined, I messed everything up, when in reality, it's just a temporary spike on the scale because of decisions or choices or whatever happened that weekend. So let's talk about macros and nutrition here. So I go by a macro-based calorie tracking approach. That is what works for me and what I used to do with my clients when I did my private practice. So I'm gonna kind of give you all a good starting point on how you can get this set up for you. And then I'll also tell you my starting point as well. You could always go into like macrocalculator.com or .net and get you a starting point for your calories. I will link a macro tracker down below in the description. That is a good starting point. So what I would want you to do, especially if you're new to macro tracking or calorie tracking, is downloading one of your favorite apps, MyFitnessPal, Lose It, Macros, whatever, and do a calculator that's not one of those apps because I have my thoughts on those, and put in like 0.5 or 1 pound weight loss. I wouldn't do extreme weight loss, and just start tracking for a couple weeks at that amount. Okay, try to be as consistent as possible. Notice where your weight's going and the trends that happen with your body. If you notice that you're maintaining your weight after 2 to 3 weeks, then that is weight maintenance. You need to drop it down by 10 to 20%. If you're noticing that you're losing 0.5 to 2 pounds a week on average, you are in the sweet spot for where you want weight loss to be. Let's talk about what macronutrients we want to prioritize. So the 3 macronutrients are protein, carbs, and fats, and they all provide calories in your diet. However, my version of macro tracking is really just looking at two things. Your overall calories, because we need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight, and then the amount of protein that you're eating, because if you are in a calorie deficit, you want that protein to be high for tons of reasons, like protein is the most satiating nutrient, protein takes more calories to burn while digesting it, and protein is going to help you maintain muscle mass while you are losing weight. So that means that you are targeting more fat, not muscle, when you're seeing that scale go down. Protein and calories, if you just focus on those two things and not stress about the fat grams and the carb grams, you will see results. You don't need to stress out about carbs and fats, okay? I feel like people over stress about those numbers. If you're in a calorie deficit and you're hitting your protein, you are on the right track, girlfriend or boyfriend. However, I will say disclaimer, if you have diabetes or insulin resistance and you need to work on your total carbs, then you would need to work with a dietitian that specializes in that for your unique needs. How do we determine our protein needs? So a good rule of thumb is 0.8 times your body weight. So give you an example of mine. My body weight is 193. My protein needs are gonna be at least 150. So it could be anywhere from 0.8 to 1 grams per pound of body weight. So my goal is 150 to 193. That's gonna be my protein targets. However, if you weigh like in the 200s, 300s, or you have a very high body weight and that just seems incredibly difficult for you, then you could do two things that are also going to be appropriate. You can go by your goal weight. So if you're 300 pounds and your goal weight's 200, then you could do 200 times 0.8, 160, that could be your goal. Or you could just do a total percentage of calories and you could shoot for 30% of your calories going towards protein. So my macros and my nutrition is gonna look a little bit different because I am exclusively breastfeeding. So that changes things a bit. So if you're a breastfeeding mama, I want you to listen up on what you could do to try to get your number, okay? So I'm gonna pull up my macro tracking app here, macro calculator, and we're gonna do this together. You can watch right here. So my age is, I am 29, I am a female, I am 5'6", and I weigh 193 right now. So activity level. This is going to be really important when it comes to calories and macros. You want to incorporate your activity level within the amount of things that you're eating per day. Do not eat back calories from exercise because the total amount of calories that you are allotted to eat will already have your exercise included. So first thing is you never want to choose basal metabolic rate. Do not do that. If you are sedentary and have a sedentary job, meaning you sit around all day and you do not work out, then it's little to no exercise. And then of course, if you exercise 1 to 3 times a week, you would choose that. Or if you exercise 4 to 5 times a week, that would be me. I walk a lot and I lift weights about 3 to 4 times a week. So I'm going to choose that one. Mild weight loss is 250 calorie deficit. 1 pound weight loss is a 500 calorie deficit, and 2 pound weight loss is a 1,000 calorie deficit. I do not want you to do the 2 pounds. 1,000 calorie deficit is way too much. So what you're gonna do is do a range between 0.5 and 1, which is 250 to 500. That is a perfect amount to keep you feeling satisfied, feeling good, without feeling like you're depriving yourself, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and choose what the mild weight loss is gonna look like, and that looks like about 2,100 calories for me for mild weight loss. And then for 1 pound weight loss, I have 2,000. So I'm between about 2,100 and 2,000 calories for my weight loss calories. However, I'm a breastfeeding mama. So what does that mean? If you are an exclusive breastfeeder, you want to add about 500 to 700 calories on top of that number to account for milk production. So for me, since I am I don't know where I'm at right now because she's eating food. I'm thinking I'm going to be on the lower end. So about 450 to 500 is my guess. I'm going to add that on top. So now that I have that number, I have about 2,000 to 2,100. That's going to look like about 2,500 to 2,700 calories that I'm going to allot for myself in my weight loss journey. So now that you have your calorie deficit range, what I want you to do is just start tracking for the next couple weeks. See how you're feeling. Maybe check in on your hunger. Do you feel like you're binging or it's not enough? Or do you feel like you cannot even get to that number because you're feeling full? make sure you're tracking accurately, do all of these things. And then also another thing that I want you to look at is your calorie average. Day to day is gonna fluctuate. Some days you're gonna be hungrier. Some days I've even eaten 2,829 calories. Some days I've had 2,300 calories. And that's okay, because as long as you're in a weekly calorie deficit, that is what matters. So it's time to get ready for the week. So I'm gonna clean out my fridge and pantry and check out what I have before I go to the grocery store. I really am trying to utilize what I have first, so kind of shopping the fridge, pantry, and freezer before we make our groceries, because we're trying to save money, okay? Let's go. So it looks like I have lots of fruits, cheese. Okay, so I have lots of lemons and apples. I think I'm gonna juice this week. Okay. Let's see. Spinach, I have a little bit left, might need to get more. This needs to get used up. We'll need to cook this, so I won't need to buy sprouts. Oh, more greens, so maybe we can make like a nice salad. So this could be lunches this week. So this is leftover pasta that I made from butternut squash. I made this on Friday. So this will actually last for the next couple of days. Okay, I've got like a solid thing of yogurt. I have berries I need to use up, so I have strawberries and blueberries. We just went to the grocery store, I think on like Wednesday or Thursday, so we are still relatively stocked. All right, got lots of eggs. So we have more stuff in here, obviously. So here's all my chocolates from Miro Plant-Based. I got them they were melted, so I put them in the fridge. I will be doing reviews on these. I have some cheese, some more spinach, avocado. So I think I'm good on avocados. I have 3 of those. And then it looks like I have a little bit of leftover there. So I have a lot of chicken and bacon, so I think I can do something with this. I was thinking about making chicken tacos or teriyaki chicken, so I might put these in the crock pot pretty soon. And then we have some leftover pasta fagioli. My mom has a whole batch of this, so I might actually go get it because Michael loved it, but my mom didn't. And then, oh, I have some ginger. I'm gonna juice this. So I'm gonna pick up some celery and cucumber at the store. I have lots of chicken bites. So I got some chicken tenders. Ooh, I even have little breakfast hash browns in there. Some pineapple and fruits. Yeah, I'm not gonna need to buy a whole lot. I think we're good. Right, so the pantry is looking pretty rough, but there is potential here. So I'm gonna see what we have. Let's shop the pantry. I have a ton of black beans, so we're gonna do chicken bowls, black beans, and then I have like pumpkin seeds and almonds for snacks. We have some hazelnuts. Like this is, I don't need to go grocery shopping. We don't need to do a whole lot here. If we needed to, I can do the lentil bolognese sauce again with the pasta. That was not too bad because I have a ton of red lentils here that I can do something with. And then I also have like crushed tomatoes and some Barilla protein pasta. So I did that once and that was pretty easy. I can always do that again. I have like these Catalina Crunch cereals that I bought, so I can always do that with some milk for snacks or add it to the yogurt. I have a good amount of oats left, so I can go ahead and make some overnight oats. I can make some protein waffles or even muffins if I wanted to. Actually, muffins would be really good too. So we have crunchy taco shells, protein powder, of course. So I have my Earth Chimp, which I'll make smoothies for like after workouts, and then I have some of my Clean Simple Eats brownie protein, which I might make some like little protein bars, some granola. I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and just start cooking the taco chicken just to have it ready while I get all the other things prepared. So I have about 2 pounds of chicken here, which will be pretty good lunches for the week. And then what you'll do is put just the salsa on top. It's literally 3 ingredients. Also want some form of taco seasoning. I just have a packet already, but you can make your own if you want to keep it more natural or whatever. So I've definitely made my own taco seasoning before. It's pretty simple, but since I have it, this is a lower sodium. Okay. So we'll get that started, cooked on low, and then we'll have burrito bowls for lunches, dinners, or, you know, just to have for the week. So that leaves us just needing to get a few things from the grocery store. So bananas, I might buy some celery, cucumber to juice with since I have the ginger and apples and lemons. I want to get some salad stuff just to make some salads throughout the week because I have some left over from the spinach, kale, and then I also have like feta cheese and Brussels sprouts to make nice salads. And then of course get protein bars for Michael. I don't think I'm gonna go to the grocery store today though. I think I'm gonna make a trip tomorrow or Tuesday just because it's Sunday, it's just gonna be way too busy. And I think we can hold off on buying groceries for a little bit. So kind of happy that I was able to shop mostly my fridge, freezer, and pantry for this week, and we'll try to stay true to my calorie deficit and my healthy eating as best I can. For my oats here, I'm gonna be doing my old-fashioned oats, plain Simple Eats brownie bread or protein, and some PB Fit. Do 4 servings. I'm gonna make 2 servings in each container, and I'm gonna go ahead and measure everything out. For each meal I make, I do 1 scoop of the protein. So I'm gonna do 2 scoops in here. Add a couple, 4 tablespoons of this. For my second batch of overnight oats, since I ran out of the other protein, I'm just gonna do the oats with 2 scoops of the Peace Science protein and almond milk. I always add my toppings the day of, like if it's chocolate chips, slivered almonds, whatever, just so I can change it up as I need. But that's all I'm gonna do here. All right, I got my breakfast prep for the week, so at least Monday through Thursday, but you know, most of the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the fridge and I'll eat them when I'm ready. Last thing that I'm gonna prep for the week is gonna be some protein muffins. So I love the Kodiak cake, power cake flapjack mix. I make protein waffles, protein pancakes, all sorts of stuff, but I wanna change it up and make some muffins for the week. And I'm gonna do that with this mix, and I'm gonna be adding in my cake pop protein flavor. Or should I do cookies and cream? Michael, should I do cake pop or cookies and cream?
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream it is. This recipe is gonna be the Kodiak Cakes, Power Cakes, Flapjack, and Waffle Mix, the chocolate chip. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 cups of this. A half cup of this mix adds in 14 grams of protein. Turns out with all of that, so there's 2 cups there. And cream, I'm gonna do 1 scoop of this. That's gonna add an additional 24 grams of protein. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1 egg, or a flax egg. I've done flax eggs before if I didn't have eggs on hand. And then a cup of milk. Use almond milk, cow's milk, whatever milk you want. This is a good option because it adds protein without the calories. So we're gonna do a cup of this. I'm gonna see what we need here for that. I'm gonna go ahead and do like a little bit less than a 1/3 cup of this erythritol and monk fruit blend. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more of the dark chocolate chips. So these are from Miro. This is a new brand to me. These are plant-based and keto-friendly chocolate products that are actually tasty. It has 1 gram sugar per serving, which is amazing. So I'm gonna add a few of these just for a little extra and bring that into the batter. Look at that. Get yourself a muffin tin. This has 12 muffin. I can make 12 muffins with this. So we'll see how it goes. Nine muffins. I'm gonna go 15 minutes and then we'll check them and then see if they need longer. Here are the muffins. 15 minutes was perfect. They came out like perfection. I did a calculation, so each muffin is approximately 150 calories. Depending on how many chocolate chips you use, I overestimated those a little bit, and 10 grams of protein per muffin, which is insane. So I'm actually excited. This will be a great snack, or you could double it up for a breakfast with some fruit or something. I think these are gonna be really good. I think that is gonna be it in regards to all of my meal prep for today. I just wanted to kind of have a few things prepped to get us started on the week, and then I'll just go hit up the grocery store as needed, just trying to spend as least money as possible while still making sure I'm living a healthy lifestyle. The only other things that I'm really gonna do to get ready is just clean up this kitchen and relax for the rest of the day because we got a busy week. Thank you guys so much for joining on in this video, joining in on the series of whatever you want to call it, because it is my Hot Mom Glow Up, but it might be something different for you. That can mean whatever you want it to mean. I even had a girl say it was our Hot Dog Mom Glow Up, so I'm here for that. So if you're a dog mom, cat mom, you're just a girl that wants to have her glow up, or maybe you're a dude that wants to have his man up or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, it's up to you. We're all in this together. Let me know below what your starting point is for your calories, your macros, what kind of things you're going to be working on in regards to your tracking, if that's something that you're wanting to do. I'm going to be updating you guys weekly on this series, as well as on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok. So make sure you check that out all in the description below. And we are going to crush this challenge. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.